What's up, guys? It is Brian here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers and General Manager Trent Baalke. Now, he is in hot water right now. Hot fire, whatever his seat he's sitting right now, it is on fire right now because I think he's going to get fired after this season. I hope he does. I hope Jed York does not have some sweet spot for Trent Baalke right now, and hopefully he fires him and hires someone else, preferably Tom Gamble. That'd be great. Anyways, I'm going to be talking about what's going on with him right now and his past draft classes and stuff like that, and he needs to go, really. The past couple of years hasn't been the best draft class for him, and I think 2012, 2013 have been big boo-boos. 2011 wasn't too bad. I mean, we got Colin Kaepernick, took us to the Super Bowl. We had Daniel Kilgore, he's still on the team. We had Chris Culver, he was pretty good for a couple of years, but then he left for Washington. And we had Aldon Smith, he was good for 2.5 years, one of the best pass rushers I've seen in a while, and he averaged 1 sack a game pretty much, and that was fantastic. But off the field troubles and some incident with him and Colin Kaepernick and the girlfriend thing, that sucks. But he had to be let go, I think, a year or two ago, and he's with the Raiders right now, so that's pretty disappointing. Could have been a fantastic player for the San Francisco 49ers, but off the field troubles led his demise during his time with this team. And Bruce Miller in 2011, that wasn't too bad of a pick. He was a pretty damn good player, but the whole grandpa thing, that was pretty bad, so he got let go this year, so that was pretty disappointing. And hopefully he can find some peace or whatever, get his life together, and if he can still play in the NFL, go somewhere else and show some greatness. But right now, gotta get his life together. So in 2012, when we drafted AJ Jenkins, oh my gosh, that was one of the worst picks I've ever seen in my entire life. Albeit it was the end of the first round, but still, you need a hit on the first round pick most of the time. That's where your biggest investments are going to, is first round picks. And he did absolutely nothing for this team. He gets an A+ for that, and he gets an F- for doing nothing for this team. 0 receptions, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns for this team. And we got traded to Kansas City. Andy Reid tried to work his magic, and Andy Reid couldn't do anything for AJ Jenkins. I think he had 1 reception, and I was so happy for him when he got his first reception. I forgot what game, but he got his first reception, and that was pretty much it. And he was out of the league in a year or two after that in Kansas City. And we got John Baldwin for the trade, but that didn't work out either, so that was pretty bad. But the best trade I've ever seen from Trent Baalke was when he got Anquan Boldin. That was a great pick, I'm not gonna lie. When we got Anquan Boldin for just a 6th round pick and 3 years of productivity, it was great. First year, it took us to the NFC Championship game, and his final 2 years, it was pretty productive considering his age and where the team was at the time. So I would say a good trade. I'll give it a B+, A-. It was great. 2013, it was pretty controversial. He had Eric Reid first round. That was pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. He made his Pro Bowl in his first year, so that was good. And that year, he invested a lot of picks for long term. That's pretty good on paper. You got to give Trent Baalke some credit for thinking long term for this team, because at the time in 2013, this was a very loaded team. This was like one of the best teams in the NFL. Top 5 defense, pretty good productive offense. You didn't really need draft picks to step up right now, so I have to give him some credit for that in 2013. But he drafted a lot of injured players, so that was a big problem for this team. Drafted Marcus Lattimore, would have been a great pick, but he never played because he was really injured in that gruesome injury when he was at South Carolina, so that was pretty bad. And Tank Carity, he's been injured in and out from Florida State. But you had Corey Lemieux, Quentin Patton, Quentin Dial, Nick Moody, BJ Daniels. I think BJ Daniels could have been an okay quarterback as a backup for this team, but we kind of waived him before the season started in 2013. The Seahawks grabbed him, so he got his first ring. Congratulations, BJ Daniels. And there was a lot of injured players for this draft, and I think 2012, 2013 was his biggest demise, because sure, it was good long term, but when you draft too many injured players and draft too many people with character issues like Bruce Miller and Aldon Smith, that can really hurt you big time. So I think a combination of all of that has really killed him as general manager for this team. And in 2016, for this offseason, he got nobody special. We had like $50 million under the cap, and we got nobody wanted to come to this team. Nobody wanted to come to Jed York. Oh, who wants to come to Jed York in the San Francisco 49ers at this time right now? I mean, a couple of years ago, we had $50 million under the cap with Jim Harbaugh. I think a lot of players would have went to San Francisco, but to stay where they are right now, no way, Jose's. And I attribute that to Trent Baalke's inability to draft and get really good players for Jim Harbaugh and I guess Jim Tomsula. So I mean, I can't blame all of it on Jim Tomsula. I have to blame a lot of it on the general manager as well for not getting all the good pieces for him. But at the same time, Jim Tomsula should have never gotten the coaching job. I would have given it to Vic Fangio, and it would have been well, in my opinion, if we had Vic Fangio. But we had Jim Tomsula, and we sucked. So yeah, and we got Chip Kelly right now, and Chip Kelly can't really do anything right now because Trent Baalke drafted not really well and hasn't gotten any big free agent acquisitions for Kelly to work with. And I'm not saying Chip Kelly should get the general manager position for this team. Hell no. It went really well in Philadelphia his last year, and that's why he is with us right now. So do not want Chip Kelly as our general manager, but at the same time, I think we can use some good draft picks for Chip Kelly, and hopefully he can do something. I don't want everybody from Oregon. I don't want Eric Armstead, DeForest Buckner, every single person from Oregon, but hopefully they turn out well. And I can't really judge Eric Armstead and Buckner. That's too damn early to judge them, so I won't judge them too early. But that's really pretty much it. Trent Baalke, he really needs to go. We really need somebody new leading this team in the draft and free agency, and hopefully hopefully they can lure some people to our team next year, and we'll see then. But I don't know if he's going to get fired this year. It's up to Jed York, and I don't know if he's going to fire him because he might have a soft spot for Trent Baalke. But if you want to win Jed York, you should fire Trent Baalke. And I don't hate Trent Baalke as a person. I really don't. And I didn't hate him as much as a general manager. It's just that he just had some unlucky picks, a lot of unlucky picks, and some of them were actually pretty bad, like AJ Jenkins and some 2013 picks that were injured. And I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying they were injured and they can't really produce anything if you're injured. And he drafted some players with character issues, so that didn't help as well. So it's been pretty tumultuous for Trent Baalke. He's had some soft moments with Eric Reed drafting, and the 2011 draft class was pretty good, but some off the field issues and stuff like that kind of hurt it. And he got Antoine Bethea. That was a good pick. Getting Anquan Boldin, that was a great trade as well. So I mean, he's done some good things for this team, but at the same time, I think he's done a lot of bad things. I think the bad has outweighed the good in Trent Baalke's case. And sorry, Trent, you must go. Really. We are where we're at right now. The roster with no pass rusher, no quarterback depth, no wide receiver depth. That's the biggest one. Wide receiver. We haven't had a #1 receiver since Anquan Boldin, but can't really count Anquan Boldin because he's technically like a trade or a free agent or what have you. And like from your homegrown draft, you haven't really gotten anyone as a true #1 receiver for our team. So that really killed him, in my opinion. And we are where we're at because of Trent Baalke. I'm sorry to say that, Trent, but we are where we're at. So that's disappointing. And that's pretty much it, guys. And let me know what you think about Trent Baalke. What really killed his tenure as 49ers general manager? Tell me some good, tell me some bad, because he's done some good at people. So don't just say he did all bad and oh, he sucked all the way. But I think there's been more bad than good in his tenure with the 49ers. So I try to look at the positives as well as his time with general manager, but it's been mostly bad. So if I had to grade it, I'd give it like a D+ C- in that range. It's kind of harsh, but it's the truth. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this video. Please check out my social media pages right there. My handles are right there as well. So if you want to follow it, more power to you. That'd be fantastic if you can. That's pretty much it, and I'll catch you guys up later in another video. The Bills and 49ers predictions for week 6. So I'll catch you guys up later. So bye, guys.